listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Awkward After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Awkward After Show.
Sorry, I don't know the words to the song, but it's fun to be awkward. Hey guys, welcome back to Awkward. I'm Tiana Hobson, and joining me tonight, I have my lovely co-host, Miss Christina Zias.
Hey guys.
And Mr.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Miss. Thank you.
I almost did. Mr. Jason Eichler.
Hi guys.
It is season 3, episode 18, Old Jenna.
Old Jenna.
Old Jenna, still up to the same old thing.
Same old tricks.
Same old tricks, different party.
Awkward.
All right, so let's jump into this episode. Jenna is trying really hard to get back into the good graces of all her friends and family. She starts by, supporting her friends and making phone calls, listening to them jab about their lives. Her mom she's being very supportive of her and her new position as a school nurse.
Does it not feel very disingenuous to you guys? Like she's like forcing herself to be nice. Like,
yeah.
I need to call my friend so that I can say I called my friend.
Definitely.
Like, not because she actually cares.
I'm so happy they told her she can't talk about herself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, she absolutely needed that.
She did, but it is kind of hard not to talk about yourself.
You would know, Tiana. All you do is talk about yourself.
I know. Christina and I are both very humble. And we don't like to talk about ourselves.
No.
Hey, pot. Here's the kettle. They're both black.
Shut up.
Is that how that saying goes?
I don't
You've
think
never
so.
called me
think I
black
messed it up.
before. Oh my god.
Congratulations. So, yeah, let's talk about the rules. So Ming and Tamara give Jenna a bunch of rules that she has to follow in order to be their friend again because she's on probation right now.
First of all, I really respect how bitchy this is.
Me
And
too.
she totally deserves it.
She does.
She does.
And she respects them for it.
Yeah,
She tries her best.
She tries her best. She tries her best in the best Jenna way. So number 1 is no obsessively talking about herself. Number 2 is no scarves, which I'm breaking right now. Number 3, no glasses. Number 4, no weird faces when there's a lull in conversation. Jason has a hard time doing that too. And number 5, no experimentation with mind-altering substances unless it's with them. Actually.
And then they say,
actually, ever.
Ever.
So, I mean, at least they're trying to keep her on a good path. I think that their bitchiness is good, but in the same sense, I kind of think that I could see either one of them going off the deep end, too, and Jenna being more forgiving and letting them back in their lives a little easier.
Definitely.
I think so, but actually, no, I completely agree with you on that.
Because there was a part when Tamara kind of got all, like, crazy in the head at one point. And
When has Tamara gone off the deep end?
But I feel like Jenna has a better, like, perspective of who they are. Like, she knows Tamara's crazy, and she'll just let her go off and do her own crazy thing and say all these crazy...
Right, and like just kind of laughs
And I feel like
shake
Tamara
it off.
takes... I mean, with everybody, Tamara takes everything so personally. And Ming is just kind of a bandwagon jumper.
Exactly. So I just think that if the tables were turned, Jenna would have gladly embraced them back and been, just excited to have her friends back and not have these crazy rules and, forcing her to be the DD and all that kind of stuff.
I agree, but I do feel like we forget about like the hurtful things Jenna said to Tamara. It wasn't like she was just started doing drugs and like, cheated on her boyfriend. She also like pretty much said that Tamara has her sloppy seconds and the only reason that she's with her current boyfriend who she's obsessed with is because Jenna didn't want him.
Even
But
if
she
it's true.
that's
but
pretty
she said the
harsh.
truth.
I know, that is true. No, that is...
But you know what I mean? That's not like, oh my God, I started smoking pot. Like,
Oh, completely. And I think Jenna deserves to be put in this, but I don't
Yeah.
think Jenna would do the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Because
Jenna
Jenna's a
deserves
selfish
it.
person, But I don't think Jenna's a bitch.
But Jenna can forgive and forget.
Right.
Whereas the other girls have a hard time with the forget part. They're trying. I don't even know if they've forgiven her yet. But
I think she's had so many other things go on too that now she can like keep it in perspective.
So Jenna also makes a new friend. Her name is Bailey.
Right.
Bailey has no friends.
Bailey
and
seems like the most normal person on Awkward. Like everybody is such a character, and she just seems like a normal girl.
She's like, I just transferred from boarding school, and I just want to have a friend. And this boy is starting a rumor about me having an orgy with him and his brother. That's weird.
Yeah.
First of all, if you're gonna have an orgy with someone, dude, make sure it's with 2 girls.
Right.
If you want to seem
or
cool.
like not your brother.
Yeah, or
Like,
just not your brother.
all of these ideas seem fine to me.
I'm excited to see more of Bailey because I feel like we didn't really see that much of her. She was like, I need a friend. Jenna's like, I'm your new friend. And then that's kind of it.
Yeah, Jenna was kind of creepy with that too.
You think so?
I don't know. I think it was kind of just like, yeah, well, you know what? As your new friend, I only need to know one thing. What's your name?
Oh, yeah.
It was kind
that's
of
like just so beyond corny. I can't even handle
yeah,
it.
it was just a little.
That whole thing in the school office was very corny.
But I feel like Bailey might turn out to be one of those people because she was at a boarding school. We don't know anything about her background. Maybe she was a Jenna or just like
I
a
thought
super slut.
Bailey and Maddie would
over
get
there.
together.
I thought so. Oh, you bet
that's-
they will? Or you thought they were
I thought they were going to,
I thought they were
but I
too.
bet they will still.
Yeah.
Speaking of Maddie, let's talk about the St. Maddie's Day party.
Okay.
I love
Jenna
that
invites
it's
herself.
I love that it's St. Patrick's Day on the episode, but it's Christmas in real life.
Well, we had like Halloween in May.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't follow
so-
the rules of
Yeah,
holidays.
clearly their scheduling was a little bit off. So Jenna basically invites herself to this party because she didn't have any idea it was
Ballsy
happening.
move.
Ballsy move. I liked it.
I love how she did it. And I feel like females need to take a cue from this. I want to like put it on my Twitter, Instagram and be like, all my single friends, like this is what you're doing wrong. Because,
Are you talking to us?
Are you talking to me right now?
oh my God.
This is awkward.
Actually, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about either of you. I really wasn't. Like I had 1 or 2 people in my mind and you guys weren't them. But now that you're listening.
Well, fuck you.
No, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
girl, like, she wasn't like too forward about it. It was like cute. She's like, what can I bring to the party? Like,
Yeah,
as if
no,
she was
that's
already
true.
invited. She didn't ask for an
And it's
invitation.
very confident. You almost you have to have
Exactly.
such good confidence
was
to do
confident.
something
She
like that.
asserted herself. She got her point across, and it was flirty.
It
a
was
little bit.
flirty.
Yeah. So it was really cute.
That's
I
all you
liked
got to
how
do.
Yeah, I liked her.
Be assertive with, like,
and I love that she did this after.
no, that's not going to work. That's why you're single.
I love that she does this after finding out, that Devin and Maddie have broken up because Devin thinks Maddie might still be in love with her. And at the party, who else was there? Oh, Hunter, the girl who was in her class randomly. Mr.
yeah.
Hart, former student who apparently was a big slut in high school.
And slept with
and
the
slept with a bunch of freshmen when she was a senior.
There was a bunch of random things in this episode that I'm like, this doesn't feel like awkward. And her and one, I feel like that's like somebody's dad, like, you gotta write my daughter apart in this episode. and so this random girl comes in and they're like, what could she do? Oh, we can make you think she slept with the lead character. Like,
Do
it
you
just
think
felt,
so?
it didn't feel authentic to awkward at all.
That's hilarious if that's what happened.
I don't think that's what happened.
I don't think it is, but that's how it felt watching.
I love that Christina believed your story.
I
about
did.
it.
I was like, that's got to be it. It never would have crossed my mind before. But now that you said it, I'm like, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, but the one thing that we take away from Hunter is that she's the one who keeps telling Jenna that, you have to be assertive and you have to just go after the things that you want and not hold back. And so that's how Jenna, invites herself to the party. That's how she, what else did she do at the party after that? Oh, she was going to go talk to Maddie because he was like, oh, yeah, find me
talk
later.
later.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hang out with you. She's like trying to get back in his pants. And
Then she has to get in everybody's pants.
well, I mean, at least she's going back to Maddie's pants. His pants are good.
As opposed to Jake's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
when that happened,
happened-
I literally went, and I may or may not have been watching it at work. So then it was very obvious that I was watching TV.
Did we
But
predict that last week?
Yeah.
That she was going to hook up with Jake.
I mean, she
But my predictions are never
yeah,
right.
she ended up getting drunk when she wasn't supposed to, or when she wasn't allowed to get drunk She ends up getting drunk because Bailey left the party and, you know, everything was happening, and she made the whole situation about herself and how she couldn't handle being there, which is typical old Jenna style of way of thinking. And so she ends up having a couple drinks and getting drunk and reminiscing about the good times that her and Jake used to have together, and then attacking his mouth.
If I was Tamara, that would have been like,
You would have been so much more pissed off.
she
right?
did all these horrible things, and now she's trying to win you back, and then she goes and kisses your ex-boyfriend that you just broke up with, that you want to get back together with. I would have been like, you know what, done.
You see, I wouldn't.
No?
And here's why, because I think this is the one point in the episode when Tamara can see how much Jenna's hurting. Like, it's not that Jenna did this out of spite or to get back at her.
But
It's
you
because
did
she's
it.
so broken that she doesn't know what to do to climb out of the hole that she's dug herself into. So instead of getting mad at her, she feels sorry for her. Like, Jake even defends her, you know, like, well, I mean, you know, they have that whole, like, parental sit down with her.
But
where
it's
they're
almost
both-
sorry in like a pathetic way. You've gotten that low that you'll do that to your best friend.
Yeah, I don't think that's okay. I don't think that if Jake was there to be like, why aren't you yet like mad at me, and turn the tables around, that I think she would have been extremely pissed off. I feel like he kind of like blindsided her and like made it more about the relationship, where she was like, you're right, like this has nothing to do with Jenna. Like Jenna's like stupid and wasted, whatever. Like, let's get back together.
And that was the thing, because you realize that she's stupid and wasted.
But if
But
Jake,
if Jake didn't say that, I think she would have like ripped her a new one and be like, we're so over.
Yep. Because if I was Tamara, I wouldn't have stayed and talked to them. I would have left the party.
Well, that's because you're a drama queen.
Well, that's true. But if you know what I mean?
No, but you don't. I'm sorry. Like, even if you're so broken, like there are tons of guys at that party.
Yeah.
You don't like somehow.
I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. I'm saying that as her friend, I don't think I would have gotten like super pissed off
I think
at
you
her
would
about
have
it.
if this just happened when they were friends regularly before she had this whole breakdown and threw Tamara completely under the bus. I think it's a little more justifiable, not a lot. But after all this has happened and she's still trying to like earn her way back, I say hell no.
And on top of it, I mean, obviously, like Tamara probably didn't know this, but Jenna like didn't like accidentally think he was a different guy and was like, ooh, this cute blonde boy, let me make out with him. She's like, we were so good together. I'm like, so sorry. Like, why did we break up? You know what I mean?
And
See,
drunk words are sober thoughts.
Well, see, I also see it as if I were in Jenna's situation and my friends were.
You wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it. No, but she also doesn't feel like she's back in the group yet because they're treating her
so she's
like an
gonna do
outsider.
something that
no, I'm not
completely
saying
kicks her out
I
the
am
group.
not justifying her actions at all. I'm not saying it was
That's
the
what
right
it
thing
feels
to
like.
do. I just said that I kind of understand if I was feeling a little slighted by my friends still and not feeling like I'm part of the group. She's here like trying to make amends, and they're, you know, keeping her out with all this list full of rules and stuff. I could just see how she could get to that point of doing something like this. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I can see how
wrong.
she got led down that path again.
Tana, you're ridiculous.
You're ridiculous, and we're moving on because I don't want to talk to you guys
you're
about
wrong.
this anymore.
Tiana, she's
make
okay
out.
with cheating. Do you want to make out?
In a high school
Yeah.
relationship that's probably not going to last after you graduate, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I said it. So, but Jenna does kind of redeem herself. Well, she gets really drunk, and then she thinks Hunter's sleeping with Maddie, so she can't sleep. So she cleans
That
up
was
the
the time I
entire
thought
house.
she felt, like acted like an adult. How she handled that situation.
Totally.
Yeah,
Like with Hunter. And then, do you ever, whenever I'm hungover and feel guilty, I always clean.
Oh,
That's just my thing. I like, if I'm super hungover, I'm like, oh God, what did I do last night? Like,
I
I
do
need
that
to
too.
clean.
In case like you did anything wrong, you could at least make up for it
Yeah.
by like leaving the apartment or house.
It's so true. I
do you
took out your
guys
trash
bake
for
muffins too?
you. I would.
I don't black out like Jason does, so.
Oh.
Good to know. Well, I thought it was really sweet of her. This episode with her storyline kind of ended like last week's, where, you know, she finally breaks down and says, I'm sorry to her mom. And that was the one thing that she never said to her friends still, was that she was sorry. And
Yeah.
I love that she apologized to everyone. And it's like, I missed this. I missed us all hanging out, because I missed it too. I missed the 5 of them together.
Yeah, they were really cute.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
I miss Colin though in this episode. I've been like talking about him for like
Everybody
like
wants a
the past
bad boy.
3 or 4 weeks, and now that he wasn't in this episode, I was like, oh man.
I hope he's not gone for good, is he?
I don't
Is he
think
Tiana?
so. I don't think he's gone for
It's gonna
good.
help.
Tiana, is Colin gone for good?
They didn't really say goodbye to him, so I don't think he's gone. I
Yeah.
think he just wasn't invited to the party
I would have showed up.
because he's a bad person who brings ecstasy
He's
to
not a
parties.
bad person. He's a fun person.
Oh, drugs are fun. So that's Jason's message to everyone. Do drugs, they're fun.
I never said that.
So let's talk about Sadie and Austin for a
Yes.
little bit, because Sadie is horny as balls.
As balls.
And it's
Good
kind of
analogy.
it's kind of fun to see her, ready to get it on, because Austin
No, you feel for her because she wants to get it on so bad, and he
he
it's just
wants
like-
to.
I don't know what the hell is going on in his mind, but she's basically throwing herself at him.
I think he enjoyed like the kind of the catch, and then once he realized it was like time to do something, he's
panics.
obviously like a little awkward.
Well, I thought what was going to happen is he was going to be like, when they had that moment, like, I'm a virgin.
I
and
was
then she
waiting
gonna
for
be
that.
like, I am too. And then they were going to bang.
Wait, is she a virgin?
Yeah.
Because they never ended up having sex before and
Yeah.
he died, right?
Awkward.
Is that weird?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's a virgin. So I thought that was gonna be how it went too. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm a virgin. But I kind of liked that he got shy about it,
Yeah.
because
thought
I
it was
don't think
cute.
he ever
I think
really.
that's very high school.
Yeah, and I don't think that he ever thought that she was actually gonna, give in to him finally, because you mess with a person for so long. And
Yeah.
it kind of becomes like the running joke, and
Yeah.
then they actually respond, and you're like, "Oh crap! Like, what's my next
Totally.
move? Like, what do I do next?"
It was really
I
sweet.
love when she's like unbuttoning her shirt. Like, I don't know. Do you want to see my bra?
Yeah, I love how she was like, "Oh, maybe I should flirt with another guy to make him jealous." It's like, Sadie, who are you gonna pay to flirt with you?
Aw.
Oh.
Not in
Burn.
no, just because she's mean to everyone at that school. So what guy's gonna
Oh, okay.
actually
Wanna
be
flirt
flirting
with
with her?
I love his business plans for her.
Yeah,
I know. He's
I'd
genius.
be like turned on even more. I'd be like, a cute, good-looking man who wants a powerful woman. Yes.
He wants to take her brand to the next level. I need a brand manager. So Austin, if you're available, call me.
You've got me, Tiana. I'll take your brand to the next level.
Awkward.
Call Austin.
I'm gonna call Austin instead. But he does
but a
finally.
star.
Be my brand manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does finally take her to the bedroom for a little privacy, where she basically pounces him. And so I don't know if she had sex with him, though. So maybe we'll find out.
I don't
next
think
week.
she did.
I don't
I
think
think
so
there would have
either.
been more of an ordeal about it.
Definitely.
Or unless when we get to next week, like that's all she's talking about, but we'll know for sure.
I don't think she did.
She's a good girl. She's a classy lady.
Totally.
I don't think she's a good girl. I think she's a girl who just hasn't had the opportunity to get banged.
So her inner freak hasn't
You
been
know what I mean?
released
Like,
yet.
I don't think she's like intentionally waiting to have sex. I think it's just never happened.
No, I think she's like a little insecure.
Yeah. But I don't think she like wants to stay a virgin or anything.
Who wants to stay a virgin?
I don't know. You might find out next week that Sadie actually is very religious and
She's got
has a
promise
purity
ring.
ring. You never know with this show. And then the last little fun bit was Val. We always
That
have to
was
have
so
our Val
funny.
and Lacey moments.
Val with the beard.
Val with the beards creeping up at the school, trying to lure children into her car.
That's so creepy.
So funny.
So funny. And then, of course, we had Lacey as the school nurse, and the line full of every male on campus.
She's a
Lacey's the
hot mom.
hottest person in
She's-
that school.
She's looking really good.
So
Yeah,
good.
she is.
So good.
And she knows how to work it.
Yeah, she does.
Definitely.
And I mean, Nikki Deloach was pregnant during this too, and she's still
That's crazy.
hot as balls. That's my new saying, just
I
as
know.
balls.
As
balls.
It's really classy
Hey,
of you,
speaking
Tiana.
speaking of brand management, there you go. You've got a catch line.
Speaking of not that, let's get into news and gossip.
Wait, we don't even talk about Val being fired.
Oh yeah, Val was fired. I forgot.
I feel like
about
that. At least for
She was
me,
suspended for
Jenna
the first
texting
part.
her. That was what was like.
it was like really sad.
Yeah.
And then what
But
Jenna
you know what?
text
Jenna
her, I
deserves
miss you,
that.
saying I miss you, right?
Yeah.
And then she said I've been fired.
She left her a voicemail
Right.
saying,
Yeah.
you know, oh, you know, it's
I
not
love how bitchy
appropriate
that
for
was.
us to be in
As
communication.
you know, I've been fired.
I feel really bad for her.
I feel bad for her
I mean,
too.
Val or Jenna?
I feel
No,
bad.
not Jenna, for
Okay,
Val.
good.
Well, I feel bad for Val, but
She was a really bad guidance counselor.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things Jenna wrote about were
Or
things
true.
that probably
That's why they published it,
needed
because it
to
wasn't
be
like she made anything
addressed.
up.
But I'm surprised we haven't seen Jenna and Lacey talk about what she did to Val.
Does Lacey know?
She
I mean, I would
has to,
assume
right?
so. She's working in the
Oh, I
school.
guess
She would
that's
know
true.
she's suspended
That
at
she's not
least.
there.
I wonder if that was just implied whenever she had like her apology breakdown. Like, I did all these bad things. This was on the list of bad things I did.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, didn't she
Maddie
say
knew.
that? Didn't she? Well, Jenna showed Maddie.
Yeah.
Didn't she say in like a voiceover during this episode or something that she'd been texting Val and stuff and she hadn't been responding to her? So maybe, I don't know, maybe Val's at her breaking point too with Jenna where,
Maybe Val told Lacey, though.
yeah, maybe Val called Lacey. I mean, that's her girl.
Yeah.
They gotta talk. They gotta.
I'm curious to see how Val comes back into the picture.
Because she's gonna.
has
They said
to.
they're going to do a hearing, maybe, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to get her job back next week.
How do you know about this?
It's called the
Oh, the preview?
coming up on Awkward.
Okay. No, I was really pissed because I taped this episode, and sometimes when I tape it, I don't get the previews.
Oh.
And like the previews are always my favorite part. So fill me in. Let's hear them.
Well, once upon a time. That's all I can remember from the previews.
Yeah,
There's
it's
gonna be a
basically-
hearing?
Yeah,
there's
a
gonna be a
hearing for
hearing.
it.
Jenna's saying we're gonna get your job back. So
Okay.
I guess Val's talking to Jenna some more.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about our news account.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So as we all know, Awkward is up for a People's Choice Award.
Woo!
They are trying to defend their title for favorite cable TV comedy.
Did they win last year?
Hence
they're-
the
they're
defend their
I know,
title.
but I didn't know that.
Yes, they won last year. So, in an effort to defend their title, Nikki DeLoach, Desi Lydick, Molly Tarlov, I
Reading,
can't talk.
it's hard.
It is. And Jillian Rose Reed posted a funny video encouraging fans to go vote. It's basically Jillian Rose Reed is struggling right now because she hasn't been able to get out of bed because she's voting too much. So take a look at this.
So our friend Jillian has locked herself in her room for over 2 days now, and we are really worried about her. So we've come here to her house to check in on her and, who knows, possibly save her life.
This is an intervention. Let's go.
Do you want to knock or should I?
You can knock. Jilly? Jillian? Yeah, it's me. And Desi.
And Nikki.
Yeah, we're all here. Thank you. Oh. Oh my god. Jillian.
Honey.
Jillian. What are you doing? You haven't voting? For what?
For the People's Choice Awards.
Oh, no.
Jillian, you haven't been on set for 2 days.
I'm voting.
No, but you're missing things and the show has to go on. We need you, honey. Besides, it's the people who vote for the People's Choice
I'm a
Awards.
people.
Is that a bedpan?
It saves me time. I can do more voting.
Okay, we gotta get her out of here. You have to come back to set.
Not without a People's Choice Award!
Please vote so that Jillian doesn't have to.
That's awesome.
So, in an effort to
I
save
love when the candle
Jillian,
gets blown out.
in an effort to save Jillian, make sure you get online and vote for our favorite show and yours for People's Choice Awards because voting ends soon. I couldn't find out when because the People's Choice Awards does not put that information on their website.
I think it's literally up until the day of the awards.
Okay.
So I've heard.
Groovy. Now, let's talk about our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, So are Maddie and Jenna gonna get back together?
No.
Never, ever, ever. I think they'll have maybe a little flick. I think Maddie's gonna get with Bailey.
I think Jenna's gonna get with Bailey.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. What you think about that?
I kind of love it.
That's how I want to see it happen. I just feel like that'd be a good twist.
It would be
like
good
new Jenna, old
her.
Jenna.
Yeah, she
Maybe
would.
that's Bailey's secret. She's actually a lesbian.
Like, oh my god, I had an orgy with 2 boys. I'm a lesbian. Maybe.
It was so awful.
What else can we predict about? I think that Val will get her job back, but maybe she'll be put on a probation. Maybe she'll actually have to go to get some schooling to be a counselor.
I hope not.
And I think that I would like to see Lacey's position extended and put more permanently, more than just the month.
But she'll get fired for doing some sort of malpractice for sure.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that principal guy or whoever is gonna care about her doing anything wrong. I mean,
I feel like if she stays Jenna, once Jenna gets back to normal, Jenna won't be okay with it.
Really?
I don't know. I think that Jenna is kind of, she doesn't like being in the limelight, so having her mom be in the limelight
is fine for her.
Yeah, because it's kind of hiding her right now because her mom.
Yeah,
is
right
the
now,
talk
but I
of
think
everything.
eventually she'll be over it.
Well, I wonder if there's going to be an episode where finally people are like, Jenna, like, your mom is so much hotter than you. Or like, she gets
I hate when that happens.
She gets like kind of like abused or like ridiculed or like feels, I don't know.
Forgotten
To her mom.
She gets bullied because her mom's the school nurse.
Yeah, she might, and then maybe that's what'll be the breaking point.
Well,
and that's why she starts hooking up with Bailey.
On
that note, let us know what you think and where can they find you on social media.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Zias.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Eichler.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at the Tiana Hobson. And you can find all of us here at AfterBuzz TV.
.com.
So make sure you guys tune in with us next week. Thank you for tuning in this week. And make sure you tweet us and write on our YouTubes and iTunes your predictions for the episodes. Until then, we'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
You're welcome.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.